Hey guys, so fourth time is the charm, hopefully. So anyways, yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've uploaded a video. I mean, I haven't uploaded it since December, but I'll just give you guys an update on what went on with me during that time period. I had moved into a house that my boyfriend and I had built together, so there was the whole moving process and getting settled in, and then there's the whole getting everything settled at the old place. But all that is done, all that's out of the way, everything is pretty much in place, and the place is furnished, but we still haven't really put up any pictures or really decorated. But maybe I will do a house tour or something once everything is actually decorated and nice looking. But I wanted to make this video to talk to you guys about feather brows or microblading. So that's what I've got done to my brows right now. So this is my brows without filling them in or doing anything extra to them. So microblading is pretty much a semi-permanent makeup procedure where the artist uses a special pen to make hair-like strokes. So it kind of deposits pigment into these tiny little cuts that are made. These little cuts, they are not as deep, so that's why it's semi-permanent and it doesn't last as long as a regular tattoo, or the procedure doesn't cut as deep per se. And the whole procedure takes about 3 hours. So the first hour is pretty much filling in your brows just so you can see how it will look, and if you like the shape or if you want to change it up or add anything, you let the makeup artist know, or the professional that's performing the procedure. And then the second hour is pretty much, that's when after all that is done, the professional will put on a numbing cream, and then after half an hour, that's when the actual procedure begins. So on a pain level of 1 to 10, it's about a 4 for me. It didn't really hurt. I think it was just more the scraping sound that kind of freaked me out. Like every time she had made a cut, it was like oh god, it was just kind of terrifying. But it doesn't really hurt except for the tail end, but that's because it's just bone there. So if you have a pretty high pain tolerance, you should be okay with the numbing cream. And then it takes about 10 days to heal. You get a saline solution just to wash off your brows every couple hours, and a moisturizer to apply every time your brows get dry and whatnot. Scabbing will occur. There's no way to avoid that, but try to avoid picking at the scabs, which I totally did. So there's a part missing over here because I had picked at my scabs, but it should naturally fall off. So avoid picking at your scabs. Avoid getting water directly on it. So when you wash your face, you kind of wash around it. And in the shower, I put saran wrap on my brows to prevent water from hitting it directly, and it works. I look ridiculous, but it works. When you're sleeping, you should not be sleeping on your side because it kind of rubs up on the brows, also causing scabbing. So sleeping on your back is the best choice, or unless you want to put saran wrap on your brows again. I tried to sleep on my back, but that did not go so well because I'm pretty sure I ended up on my side sometime through the night. So this right up here is what my brows looked like prior to everything. As you can see, it's so fine and light that you can barely see my brows at all. So that's why I wanted to get it done, because I fill them in every day anyways, and it's just hard to shape because there's not much natural brows to shape. So me and my friend Lucina had done our research and whatnot, and we came across Helen Hoi makeup. She is based in Calgary, Alberta, and she's just awesome. Like, I will link her Instagram down below, but all the brows that she has done, it just looks so natural that it's not the typical Sharpie brow that most people associate with brow tattooing. So I really like this whole feathered brows concept just because it looks so natural. And I mean, my coworkers can barely tell that this is not my actual brow. She had a hard time distinguishing between my actual brows and the hair strokes that Helen had made. And then this is a picture of when Helen had filled in the outlines, the confines of the brows that I had wanted, just so she knows like the confines the lines to stay in between, like don't go out of those lines. But it was so dark, and I had sent that picture to my friend Katrina, and she thought that was the final thing. She was just like, girl, no, she fucked up. But it was it was hilarious because I was just trying to tell her, no, that's not the final product. Like, I would not go outside like this. Like, if I look like this by the end of the procedure, I would have to get bangs just to cover up my brows for a while. So, and this is the product. Well, not the product. My brows after the procedure is done. It was a bit dark, but it fades after it heals and after the 10 days. Some people will take longer to heal, so really dependent on the person. But this is what my brows look like just last week. So it has faded quite a bit, which I really like because I wanted to go for the more natural brows. And this is how I normally fill in my brows every day anyways, because I don't really like the whole bold brows. And on Asian eyes, I don't know, just the bold brows just don't look as good as Caucasian women or even Latino women. I mean, it's just the bold brows totally suit them and they can pull it off, but Asians, no, not so much. No offense if you want to go for the bold brows look. But I'm really happy with the whole results. Oh, for touch-ups, you usually go for a touch-up for 3 months initially after the first procedure, just to, if you want to go a little bit darker with the pigmentation, or if you had scratched off a bit of it, you can fix that, which I totally did. And then after that, it's about a yearly touch-up. It really depends. If you don't want to touch it up every year and you want the color to fade a bit, then that's fine too. But if you want to maintain the color that you have, I would recommend that yearly touch-up. The whole thing costed me $450, and just because I think the procedure isn't as popular here, it's just on the rise, so there's not a lot of professionals that do this thing. I think that's why it's a bit more expensive. But if you live in LA, I'm sure it's a lot cheaper just because there's a lot more professionals and people that actually do this type of thing, just because it's more popular too. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and found the video informative. If you were looking into feather brows or semi-permanent tattooing, if you want to see any future videos from me, I would suggest clicking on the subscribe button, because, you know, if you want to. If you want to see my face on a regular basis. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. Let me know, actually, if you want a house tour or something. But yes, bye again.